that this event has been going on. I was the successor to the brilliant creator of this event, Miss Keisha Sirobois, who has left us to go to China and asked me to take on this awesome responsibility and to see and to hear our young people with this type of positive energy, and to see that we've got something that's regularly going on in Panama City with this kind of raw emotion and this type of transparency and something good and something beneficial that we can graciously invite the community into. And the fact that we're talking about and expressing issues of concern, and we're really looking for and needing the engagement of everybody, because as people up here tonight have said, this is not a black issue, this is not a white issue, this is a social justice issue. And what started in 1909 with a group of mostly, Scott, can we get that second slide? Can you give me that? We have these slides to help out our message this evening. The one with the group. The NAACP for over 100 years. Although it was started at a time that was the most tragic for oppression, this one. Are we, yeah. Can we get the picture over here? Oh, okay. We're trying some new things here to help with our overall message. But I had come across this photograph of the founders of the NAACP, and many of us have heard names like Ida B. Wells or W.E.B. Du Bois. But the others that you may not have heard of were not members of the minority community. But at a time that our country needed leadership the most, we had a very diverse group of individuals that came together and said, we need to do this for the benefit of our country. And so we've got some other pictures that you'll see throughout the night, including some that represent the event that we had just last weekend. The NAACP, the local NAACP, is an active organization that's been around for a long time. Dr. Rufus Wood is the current president of that organization. They had their big annual Freedom Fund banquet last weekend, and it was pretty well attended. But I gotta say, I was proud of the fact that our young people had an opportunity to be represented. But the average age at this dinner was probably 60 years old. That's a gap that we need to try to fill, because again, social justice is not something that was just relevant for the time of the 60s and Martin Luther King, or before that, the early 1900s, when people were being persecuted like slavery really had not ever really been over. It was legally over, but it was informally still going on for so long. And what we call the vestiges of slavery, the long-term effects of those hundreds of years of injustice, are still plaguing us in many subtle ways. Some of them we hear coming out in the conversations and in the expressions of our art. But the point is that we really need everybody to consider how you can be involved with this organization and with the cause in general, the cause of social justice. Because, again, we really need everybody's participation. This will probably be the last month that we will welcome everyone for free. So we want everybody to benefit from this. We want also for our community to know that we have something of value that we're offering here. And not only for the spoken word artists, but for the patrons, the participants, those of us that come here, whether it's just for the sheer entertainment or to socialize or for whatever reason, we believe that we've created something of real value in Panama City, and we are anxious to have our community rally around this and to actually demonstrate that we've got the energy and that we've got the interest to start a movement. A movement. This is not an event. This is a movement. And we need you, and we're looking for other ways that we will leave this particular venue and find ways that we actually go out and make some things happen. This is us speaking on it, but we also want to create the opportunities for people to actually get together and discuss and strategize and formalize what it is that we want to see happen to transform this community. And it takes all of you, and we so appreciate, especially those of you that come again and again, and hopefully if this is your first time, you'll be impressed enough not just to come again, but to tell others, because we're growing this thing and we need everybody, because this is our community and it will be what we decide it's going to be. So I am honored, and it's my intense pleasure to be in this role as the advisor of this group. And so again, I just thank all of you and look forward to engaging everybody in the process and being part of the movement.
Once again from Miss Shelley Clark.